already know it. My heart's overflowing and I get so grateful. Every time I think about my life, I get so excited. See all the times that you made it alright. Oh, won't you do it? And every time I think about your goodness, you already know it. My heart's overflowing and I get so grateful. Now who do things like you? Who make ways like you? Who knows my faults, understands I'm human, so sometimes I'm gonna sin. My love ain't always pretty, but your love always forgives me. Thank you.
All right. Good afternoon, Middle Georgia. Good afternoon, Macon. Good afternoon, Perry. Good afternoon, Fort Valley. Good afternoon, Warner Robins. Good afternoon, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Instagram Live, Periscope Live, Twitter Live, LinkedIn. To everybody that is on live and alive, thank you so much for tuning in to the Glory 107.9 FM. It's 1:15 on a Friday. So that means that it is now time for Fashion Friday with our favorite stylists. Styled by Cece. Cece, how you doing?
Hey, stranger. Seems like we haven't talked in forever. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, awesome. It feels like forever. Happy Fashion Friday, fashionistas and dappers. It's so good to be with you guys. It's so weird today because I don't feel like working. I am on my lunch break as a disclaimer, however, but today is like one of those lazy days, Bishop. I just do not feel like it. How about you?
Well, I'm actually here.
Yes, eyes here. I may not be free, but eyes here. Yes, y'all.
Man.
So if y'all are like me, we're all getting ready for the holidays. We're going to holiday parties, holiday drive-by events like WDDO is doing tomorrow, and a lot of people's homes. So one thing that was my pet peeve, if you guys, we're going to talk about just etiquette. I think the last time we got together, we talked about giving etiquette, Bishop.
Yes.
So there's one pet peeve that I have, and we're going to talk about it today because I think this is appropriate. It is pet etiquette.
Oh.
I'm going to say that again, pet etiquette. Because this is from my pet, P-E-T, pet etiquette, because I'm a person, I hate to say this because I know people get upset. I don't care for dogs. I'll say that. I think they're beautiful animals. I love the way they're in tune with us humans. But when I go to someone's house and I don't know they have a dog, my heart stops because I got bitten as a little girl. So I just have this phobia. But one thing we want to talk about, the holidays are upon us, and what better time to spend with your friends and family and our pets. A lot of us have pets. Whether you're hosting or planning or being a guest, navigating what to do with your pet can be tricky. Should you lock Fluffy away when your cat-hating mother-in-law comes to town? Should you do that? Or is it okay to bring Fido to a holiday gathering that you otherwise have to hire a dog sitter? Because people actually bring their animals to holiday events when they're invited. Because guess what? Fido is part of the family. Am I right, Bishop? So sometimes people will bring their pup along. Just don't bring them to the dollhouse. But when they come to Scott Cole, they can bring their pups, right, Bishop? Can I get an amen?
You cannot.
Okay, so let's go. Okay, good pet parenting. Good pet parenting means adhering to certain etiquette that goes beyond just controlling your animals. Because when I knock on someone's door and all I hear, ooh, and as soon as you open the door, this big old Great Dane is lunging. And I'm going to tell y'all, my heart going to stop right then and there. I think like, oh, he's just playful. That's not playful to me. I'm 5'4".
And you had to go home because you soiled yourself?
Yes. I'm 5'4". I'm stouty, and it's easy to take me down, especially a big dog, right?
Right.
Pet lovers tend to forget that some people are scared of dogs, like me. So keeping a few pet etiquettes in mind will help avoid a blow up or a meltdown or a hospital visit or having to get some new drawers season.
Right.
So, okay. One thing I do like, tame the mane. Pet parents are used to having excess fur floating around the corners of their house. Ew, on furniture and all over their clothes. Have you ever met, Bishop, someone with a pet and you can see the pet, like especially on their coats and stuff?
Yes.
Pet hair. Ugh,
Yes.
gross me out. Unless you have a very specific breed of dog or cat that doesn't shed or is hairless, you can count on fur being everywhere. Sure, your cat
True.
has his own bed, but rather sleep in your sweater naturally. To combat excess fur, bathe or groom your pet a day or two before your guests arrive. Your dog or cat will feel super soft and smell great for when people cuddle and pet them. If you know trying to bathe your cat will end in a feline tantrum, consider pet wipes that are less offensive to them. You may want to trim your cat's nails. Trim them, okay? If your cat encounters an unwelcome guest, he or she might swipe at it, and nail trimming will help reduce the ouch factor. What do you think about that, Bishop? That cat might go, yeah.
Me and cats don't have a real good history with each
They
other.
don't. They don't like me either. You got a cat story for us?
I'd rather not say it on the air.
Okay.
I'll tell you
All right.
later
Let's keep going because somebody might be on the line. All right. Okay. Another good tip is this is what you got to do with me and Bishop because we don't play about our clothes, Bishop.
at
Hang
all.
your guest coats up so your pets don't lie on them.
Exactly.
I don't want your dog lying on my good Sunday coat.
Hmm.
And keep a lint roller handy just in case someone asks for it. So if you have a animal in your house, always make sure you have a lint roller for yourself and for your guests because you have to hang those coats high and slam the door because I'm telling you, you're gonna owe me some dry cleaning if I got puppy here. Okay, another tip. This is gonna hurt some people. Keep your cats off the kitchen counter and tables. I'm gonna say that again for the people in the back. Keep cats off the counter and table. We see this all the time on Facebook. Someone's cooking Thanksgiving string bean casserole, the cat sitting in the pan next to it. All right. Here's another example of a good cat etiquette. This is making my skin crawl while I read it, Michelle. Talking about that. Furball. Keep them off places where food is prepared and eaten. When guests see your cat walking on the table, they might jump up and leave. While we think it's quaint that Mrs. Whiskers drinks out of the faucet in the kitchen, your guests might think, ew, that is so disgusting. While pet owners aren't easily grossed out by their pets, y'all
Hmm.
think everything cute they do, other people might, your guests might. It's important to keep that in mind as a host. And if you aren't sure, ask. Always be mindful that your guests may not want your pet near them. That's me. Or bring them around the food I'm about to eat. And then, y'all bring the food to us, and we know that Miss Frisky was, in the kitchen. All right, keep animals away from the table, both cats and dogs. I know y'all love y'all cats and dogs, but keep them away from the table when you have guests. Dogs and cat can lack etiquette around visiting family because y'all know they get all excited. And a table full of roasted meat and scrumptious sides. Really? Who can resist mashed potatoes? Y'all know that dog wants some mashed taters. While a few meows here and there or a big wet nose popping up between your legs at the table is cute. It can be annoying to someone like Cece. If your pet is not trained not to beg from the dinner table, consider separating them while the feast is in full swing. You can give them their own special meal to enjoy somewhere else in the house. We don't want to see them while we're eating. Discourage jumping up. We just talked about that. When I come to your door with my champagne, and my gifts, please let Fido know she don't like dogs. So hold back. The worst thing I hate is coming to somebody's house and their dogs jumping on me. Jumping can be a hard habit to break. Some simple tips can help improve your pet's etiquette on this. When entering a room, hold your hands out above the head to physically discourage them from getting past your hand height. So I'm 5'4", so I gotta do this because I don't want them touching my face. Gotta do this. Okay. If that doesn't work, turn your body away from them. That's a good one. So that they I'll read it. So they're forced to show they are good. Make sure you teach this when you are having guests around the house. Always ask first. When you're going to be the guest, is it important to always ask if your pet is invited to a party? This is weird to me, guys. But I know in this day and time, some of you guys like y'all pets because I was in Publix and this lady had her dog in the cart, and I was in the mall and this lady had her dog in I was like, Lord, the dogs go everywhere. I was at Cheesecake Factory for happy hour and the lady had her dog in her Louis Vuitton bag at the bar. And yeah, this is a crazy world we live in. Even if you brought your dog to your aunt's house before, it's always good. etiquette to check in with her before you head over. Make sure that you ask. Your host may find an extra four-legged guest stressful or have other guests in attendance with allergies. You have to remember that. And don't get offended if the answer is no. Please don't. It's not about you or your dog. It's about your host and what kind of party she's throwing. So if you're coming to a party at the dollhouse, it's a soft and a hard no, okay? So make arrangements for your dog. Bring a bottle of wine and prepare to have a great time. I got one dog story, and then I am going to like let loose on this because I just thought this was so interesting.
The comments are off the chain, so
I know we're gonna have to read it.
Okay. Got to go to the comments.
Okay, so this quick story, this is real quick. So I don't know if you guys know, I was a jack of many trades. I was a personal concierge and a governess for a very well-to-do family in Atlanta back in the day. And so a governess is a person that runs the household. I did the grocery shopping, the dry cleaning. I watched the kids while they were gone, went on trips with the family. So I did a lot of that because I was able to bring Wanye with me. And I don't like dogs, but they had a golden retriever, which was a very friendly dog. And our first time babysitting the kids, we ordered pizza. And so Tiffany, the dog, wanted a pizza slice. I didn't know. So we put the pizza. I told Wanya to put the pizza on the floor. I don't know. That dog turned his face and was like, no. Wanya's like, Mommy, I'm going to put it on the table. Wanya put the slice of pizza on the table. The dog jumped up in a chair and ate the pizza. Now, that's one bougie dog. I said, oh, he won't eat off the floor. He too special. Yeah, all right, let's go to our comments. Bishop, you want to read them for me? You want me to read them?
I can read them for you. It's no problem.
Please do. You have such a good speaking voice.
Oh, I thank you. I appreciate that.
I know.
First, we were greeted by LaShonia.
Okay.
First Lady of Hype.
Hey, LaShonia. Hey, Kim.
And to, let me see, Auntie Lane is on as well.
Lane, that's my girl.
And Amzie Rouse Robinson.
Come on, Mother Robinson.
Who else do we have on? So, everybody was saying that I froze when you asked me the question. I didn't freeze. I just froze.
You didn't say anything.
Okay, I know she's listening, and I love my my pet nephews and niece. However, we don't do animals at Uncle Don's house.
No.
Now I had two cousins that just politely brought their animals to my house, and I politely invited them to either take them to the house, leave them in their car, or put them in the garage or wherever, but not in my house. That's just me. Okay, that's just me. I was not about to clean up a floor. I was not about to let you mess my carpet up or them mess it up. I can't do whether they're house trained or not. We're just not doing it. It's not going to happen here.
Yes.
So you're welcome to have them in my garage, and if they mess up my garage, you clean it up. But you can clean the garage because it's cement. There's nothing out there.
Yeah, this is water.
And hose it down and let it go. But that's it. So that's what happens. So they understand that when they're coming to my house, they either leave their animals at home,
right,
or don't come either. Or
right. But you got to realize, me and Bishop we grew up in the country. We grew up in a generation where the dogs
and our animals were always outside. Yes, they
came
were outside.
to a fence. I know we go to jail now.
I hear you would, but at home they stayed outside. So when they started coming to the house, I was like, hold on, what are y'all doing in the house?
And you wouldn't believe a person like I grew up with dogs. My grandmother always had dogs and cats.
We always had dogs, but they were never
trained
in the house.
Yeah, they were not allowed in the house.
They were guard dogs, and they were outside.
Yeah, I
they were very
comfortable
outside.
Years,
they
had their quarters. I couldn't tell you how a dog feel. I never touched it.
I love dogs, but I feel they should be separate from the event.
Yes.
LaShonia said they have 5-star hotels for pets.
They do.
And then somebody asked, "What do you hear on the other side of the door?" Kim wanted you to bark again.
Big old dog.
Come on, come to America.
Y'all know me. I'm flying and my wig flying, and
everything's going in another direction. LaShonia said she's afraid of cats, and pet hair and food just don't mix, and that's Auntie Lane. And now this is funny, but it's true. It doesn't. Amzie Rouse Robinson said, "Leave your cats and dogs home, and please let me know if you have a cat before you invite me to your house."
Now, Bishop, how would you do that? Because you don't want to say that. Because what I do is when people invite, I like y'all ain't got no dogs, don't you? Y'all ain't got no dogs over there. And I know that's kind of rude, but how would you ask? Like I'd be like, Bishop, come to the dollhouse for Christmas dessert. How would
Mhm.
you go about asking me politely? Because it kind of
Okay,
sounds rude.
so all jokes aside,
Hmm.
and this is just me. This is the me that you know that you probably didn't pay attention to.
Roof.
No, I'm saying this is the me that you know that you probably didn't pay attention to.
Okay.
Unless I know you, I'm not coming.
Oh, I almost taught the Holy Ghost because he never lied.
Unless I know you, I am not coming. If I don't know you, I'm not. I appreciate the invite and I thank you, and I'm very gracious at all times. But I'm not coming unless I know you. And there's no offense, but I'm not, and I'm definitely not going to eat.
Bishop, that's because you got a lot of friends and family. If you don't have a lot of friends and family, you get an invite. You trying to break that door down to get to that. No?
Well, no. Unless I know you, I am not coming. And that's just always been me. And it's not anything, not to shade anybody, but that's
Right.
just me. I don't, I like for your privacy and your secret place to be yours. I don't want to invade. I
Oh,
don't
you're
just show
like
up.
me. Yes.
Yeah, I don't, I'm
Yes.
who I am and I'm good with that. And I thank
Right.
you, for it. But unless I know you, I'm not coming.
Yes, I'm like that too, Bishop. If I when I lived in DC, I had a lot of friends with animals. And if I
Hmm.
came to their house and I see them having to put their pet up, I felt bad because I was like, this is this dog's house. He's used
Hmm.
to having to run up the house. And I always would leave early because I was like, they're just sitting at the cage mad, looking at me like they want to fight me. And I would always feel bad. And I was like, this is this dog's house. And here I am making this dog uncomfortable. Girl, I'm about to leave. Take your dog out the cage. But I've had many friends like that. I would literally be like, well, I'm not going to come if the dog's not at daycare,
Hmm.
or at the pet hotel. But it just kind of made me feel uncomfortable that they had to cage up, their animals. But it
Right.
seems like more and more everyone has animals. I mean, people tell me to get a support dog, but y'all know that ain't even gonna work in the dollhouse.
Mhm.
But I do have a support Mickey Mouse. I don't know if that counts, but
You
it,
can get a support dog. They make the mechanical ones. You don't have to worry about
I
those.
didn't know that.
They make the mechanical ones.
I was gonna get the little fake babies they have, like the Alzheimer's patient have,
Oh my goodness,
so I
really?
can fit in my car. She's so cute.
Why? So you can get in the HOV lane?
Yes, I can get an HOV land and she'll be Gucci down
You know that seat monitor, right? You know
till
that
I
seat
get my
monitor. You got
first
to warm it up.
grandchild.
You got to warm it up so that you
Yes,
can make sure that
she
they
gonna
don't pull
have
you
on
over.
Gucci and Prada.
What
Okay,
the dog,
so
baby?
let's see. No dogs in the house. Once at an event at work, a lady with a house full of cats brought food. Now, if she came with cat hair all over, what would you think? No, ma'am.
Mm,
Oh,
mm,
another dog story. When we had potlucks as friends when I lived up in DC, they would tell certain people to bring like ice cream, and I always wondered why. And I asked a friend, and she said because last time she made a cake, and
mhm.
everybody enjoyed the cake. And when they were, the guests usually will wash the dish and give it back to you. She said
Mhm.
it was nothing but pet hair on the bottom of the dish of the
Oh,
cake.
absolutely not.
They were tearing it up.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. I don't
Special
like
shout
that at
out
all.
to Tamika Lowrider Walker,
Thank y'all.
to Patrice Jasmine,
Yes, thanks for trees.
to
Thank
Dale
you guys.
Warren.
Thank you guys so
Thank you
much.
all so much for contributing.
Yes, this
Listen,
has been a
it's,
fun conversation. Just keep me in your prayers this weekend. I am traveling to Dallas to watch my 18-year-old niece. I can't believe I'm saying that. Play in a soccer tournament. Hopefully, there'll be a lot of recruiters there so she can get a scholarship to Georgia
that would be
Tech.
good.
That's our prayer for her. But sorry I won't be there tomorrow for Jen, but I will give Lashania my best and hopefully I'll be able to come next time. But as always, guys, it's just always so much fun hanging with you guys. I missed y'all last Friday. Remember to join me and Dawn at 1:15 every Friday. We do this,
That's right.
except the times I'm just too lazy. But y'all know how that is. Y'all know me. Because Bishop's always here. Bishop's always here. I would be so blessed if you guys would follow me on all of my social media platforms. Bishop don't have them. I know you're not yawning.
No, I'm looking at these comments. Auntie Lane made a good comment that said, she
What?
said,
Read it.
She said, bring napkins and paper plates, something in the package. That means that they're not exposed and not open, so there's no reason for
Y'all don't tell me that.
hair
I'll be
in it.
so offended.
And then First Lady Hype said she was offered some food from a coworker. It was lasagna and it had dog hair in it. The devil is a liar.
And just imagine, Kim, if you weren't paying attention, because lasagna is full of cheese and sauce. It could easily get tangled.
And Patrice Jasmine said, don't forget hair in the car set. Oh no.
Y'all making me gag.
Okay.
You making
Yeah,
me
no.
gag. This is
Now, let me tell you why this is funny. I was watching because I love to do the replays.
Yes.
Do you remember Half and Half with
the show?
Yeah, with the sisters.
Yes, I love that show. Yeah.
And Phyllis was the ex-wife.
Yeah.
Well, the last show I watched, which was yesterday, they had Thanksgiving dinner, and Diane Carroll played the mother-in-law.
Oh yes, yeah, I remember that episode.
When Big Dee Dee came out with the dog, she said, "Oh look,
no,
you got a dog at the table. How unsanitary!" And
that
so when you bring this up today, it's like, oh wow,
that show is hilarious. I watched all the seasons of a couple months ago, but she's right. I don't know what guy. I know that times have changed and people do things a little different, but I really believe when you have guests in your home, you should always be mindful of them. Be mindful of your animals being in the kitchen when you cook. I know most dogs, they're in their bag and cats are on the counter. And it's just not, it's all about perception, Bishop. You always want to look like a great hostess. You definitely don't want them talking about you and your cat turkey at the water cooler, but just always be mindful. And in this season in Age Bishop, if you really don't know anybody, I always say, bring something from a grocery store that you can nibble on so you're not disrespecting them. I'm big on bringing fruit salads, like the big Publix fruit salad. It might be $30, but I know if the food is not looking crazy or whatever, I can munch on that and I won't look. Because in Charleston, if you don't eat, they think something wrong with you. And I've taken that with me all my life. You always want to make sure the host knows that you enjoy the company and the food, but just be mindful and bring something from your house to eat that doesn't have dog on it, especially when your hostess or your host has dogs. Always arrive in fashion. I know we haven't talked about fashion, but I thought it was important we talk about holiday etiquette as we do these drop-ins and go in and out of folks' house. And it's okay to call and ask them. I mean, I text them, do you have a dog? Because that's a contributing factor if I'm coming to your house. So just always remember that and always arrive in fashion. I'll see you guys next Friday. Thank you so much, Bishop.
Definitely. Please enjoy your trip. Be safe. And tell Kamora I said, hey, please.
I will. A quick trip. I'll be back Sunday, but thank you guys. Okay. Truth is being told. Everyone's food cannot be eaten. Be mindful. So I just wanted to read that, but that's so true. Make sure you forward this to your friends and watch on replay. Me and Bishop, we have a good time. I've learned how to sync it to Louise and Julia. So hopefully we'll get some more hits. But yes, we always have a good time on Friday. So I'll see you next week.
All right. Yes, ma'am. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your weekend. Love
Thank you. Y'all take care. Bye.
All right. All right. That was CC the Stylist giving us our Fashion Friday tips. Now, hey, etiquette is very important. Pet etiquette especially. So during this time of year, hey, let's just make sure that we do what's necessary so that we can be cognizant of everybody's feelings and whatever else they have going on. Now, don't forget at 2:15 today, we're going to have the Tee-Hee-Hee with the First Lady of Hype. Have an opportunity to win lunch. So make sure you're listening. We won't be live, but make sure you're listening on the app. Go to www.wddo.live. Once again, that's www.wddo.live, and you'll be able to listen to us online. You can download our app to your Apple or Android, and you'll be able to keep up with what we have going on here in the studio. All right, got some more good gospel music coming up for you right after these messages. Keep it locked right here on the Glory 107.9 FM.
This is Dottie Peoples. When I was hit by a tractor trailer on 285, I immediately called 1-800-INJURED, the Bethune Law Firm. And attorney Terrence Bethune said, "Don't worry, Dottie, I got this. If you're ever in a car accident, call 1-800-INJURED, Bethune Law Firm, and they'll tell you too
This is Attorney Bethune of Bethune Law Firm. For over 25 years, my law firm has been helping injured victims in matters of wrongful death, tractor-trailer accidents, and car accidents. We're conveniently located at 2357 Pine Ono Avenue. Remember, after a car wreck, call 1-800-INJURED, the Bethune Law Firm, to get you a big check.
This is Bibb Sheriff David Davis. What does it take